Vic Armstrong, it is so good to see you. Thanks for joining us today. Um, it's been a long time. I know
It
we
has. It
go
has.
way back to our
Absolutely.
CHS days,
Yep.
Carolina's healthcare system days. So I'm so
Yeah.
glad to
Yeah.
see you.
It's good to
Um,
see you as well.
as you know, March is Social Work Month, and our School of Social Work here at UNC Charlotte, we are highlighting faculty, students, alumni, and we're also highlighting community partners and community advocates. We hope that you share about the incredible things that you're doing as a social worker, because we're going to post this on all of our social media platforms. So we appreciate you taking some time today, and we would love to know a few things. One of the things we would love for you to share is, what are you currently doing as a social worker? And the next thing we would love to know is, what do you feel is the most valuable thing about being a social worker?
Yeah, those are two big questions, but in some ways easy questions because in terms of what I'm doing as a social worker, my role, my day job is I am a Deputy Secretary for Health Equity, Chief Health Equity Officer for the Department of Health and Human Services. But in terms of social work, when you think about what's at the core of social work, it is all about equity. It is all about making sure that the most vulnerable among us have access to the supports and services they need to live their best life. And that's what this role entails. When I think about what I'm doing as a social worker, it all, to me, reminds me of my social work journey, because I evolved into this work going from coming out of college thinking about the lifestyle I wanted to live, to eventually evolving to say, what kind of life do I want to live? What kind of legacy do I want to leave behind? What kind of fulfilling work do I want to do? So everything I do right now is social work. My day job is social work. When I'm not doing that, I'm volunteering for American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. I've served on the National Council Board. I do a lot of public speaking around mental health and talking about how to reduce stigma around mental health and social justice issues around people living with mental health challenges. And then I also, I'm pretty active on social media. I try to post something every day. I don't think I've missed a day in about 4 years now, posting something that really tries to enlighten people about mental health and reduce some of the stigma, but also give people pointers and tips on how to take care of themselves and the people that they care about. So all of that to me is social work.
Wow, that is a lot. That sounds like probably the most valuable thing about being a social worker is the flexibility and how versatile our profession is, where you can go into meso, macro, micro.
Yeah. I think that's true. Even as a social worker, I started out as a clinician years ago, and now I have evolved to where I do the work more on a macro level, because I decided somewhere along the way that I felt like I could have more impact from a policy standpoint, and really trying to drive programs and services that increase access for people where they live, work, and play. And that to me is what's so valuable about social work is, and I think it's one of the reasons why you can almost have any undergrad major and then decide I want to be an MSW, because social work touches so much of people's lives. But I think the thing that I love the most about it is such fulfilling work. I tell people I feel like I'm on the side of the angels because I'm a social worker. I feel like I am putting good into the world, and that's what's most important to me at the end of the day.
Vic, we appreciate what you're doing as a social worker, especially in the space of macro work, working at DHHS, touching people's lives through policy change, through programs. I mean, that's really important. And I'm so grateful that you're where you are right now, where the community needs you to be. So thank you so much. I like to have fun, Vic. And so we're going to have a little bit of fun before we log off here. All right. This is this little game that I created called Fav 5 in 5 seconds. So basically your favorite 5 things in 5 seconds. All right. So it could be your favorite book, your favorite song, your favorite musical group, your favorite movie, whatever. So you get to name 5 of those things in 5 seconds. Are you ready?
Ready?
All right, ready, set, go.
My favorite thing to do is spending time with my family. My favorite movie is Outlaw Josie Wales. My favorite song is Easy Like Sunday Morning. And my favorite food is grilled salmon.
All right, that was fun, Vic. That's a lot of good favorite stuff right there. I appreciate that. We appreciate you spending a few minutes with us today. We're going to release our socially engaged videos throughout the month of March because we feel like it's important to celebrate not only you, but also all social workers in our community. So Vic, happy Social Work Month. We appreciate everything you're doing. You have a great day.
You too. Happy Social Work Month.